The investigation into the alleged village serial killings continues to intensify. While police have already laid charges into deaths, they say there could be more. I'm Faiza Amin. I'm in Toronto's Leaside community tonight, where we're learning more about the multi-scene police investigation. Investigators rummaging through a garage at this home on Mallory Crescent, a forensics tent erected in the back of the home. Hours later, men in hazmat suits drag a plant from the yard. Several residents say an elderly couple own the property, but were known to keep to themselves in this quiet part of Leaside.
I've never seen any action around it, and I've never seen it that messy. It's always nice and clean.
My son used to play down here, and it just kind of gives you an eerie feeling of what could have happened around here.
A police source tells CityNews the scene is most likely connected to the Project PRISM investigations, a police initiative created after mounting pressure from the LGBTQ community following the disappearances of several people from the village. On Thursday, police announced 66-year-old Bruce MacArthur had been arrested and charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder in connection to the deaths of Andrew Kinsman and Salim Essen. Both men disappeared last year, Essen in April and Kinsman in June. Toronto police say there are at least 5 locations being searched in connection to the investigation, but would not confirm the addresses or any connections. Police vehicles parked outside this Scarborough detached house earlier this morning. Neighbors tell CityNews a man not Bruce MacArthur lived at the property until last summer when the home was put up for sale. Listings online indicate it was sold a little more than 1 month ago. Residents say, like MacArthur, that man was also a talented landscaper.
He was always working in his garden. His garden was his passion. I think he spent all his money on it, and he certainly spent a lot of time in it.
The name of that same man also popped up yesterday in Madoc. Neighbors in this rural area 2 hours east of Toronto say he purchased the property this past summer. They also say they saw MacArthur working in the garden of that property. Detectives also confirmed to CityNews reporter Amanda Ferguson this property was one of the 5 being searched as part of Project PRISM. MacArthur calls this Thorncliffe apartment building home, where police spent yesterday scouring the scene and combing through his belongings. That same day, the family of Andrew Kinsman issued this message to their brother's alleged killer.
Wonderful, kind, loving brother and friend. Yeah. A good person. Yes. Who probably did nothing wrong in his life ever.
And you can see forensics here remains at the scene. You're seeing them remove a second plant pot that was removed from the back of the house. They're now placing it inside the garage. That's the garage where they spent most of the day just rummaging through the things. Now we're seeing them putting back most of the things, but I can tell you that they've also taken a few items and placed them inside this forensic truck. Meanwhile, MacArthur is scheduled to make an appearance in court on February 14th via video link.